Aviva Goldfarb with the 6 O'Clock Scramble, and I want to talk to you about packing easy and healthy school lunches now that school is back in session. I don't know about where you live, but where I live in Maryland, the school lunches are not so healthy or delicious. So I don't really want my kids buying them, and they don't really want to eat them. So we've had many years of packing school lunches. And frankly, I've been into school at lunchtime, and I haven't been too impressed with what most kids are bringing from home either. So I have collected lots of outside the lunchbox ideas for things that you can pack, kind of mix and match, that you might not have thought of, that are really healthy and easy. They're not going to take you a lot of time. So let's run through some of the ideas. And if you have some ideas that I have not mentioned, I would be so appreciative if you would leave a comment below the video so that other people who see the video can learn from you too. So first of all, I always try to pack a waste-free lunch. And I know some schools have a policy about waste-free lunches, so it's a great habit to get into anyways. So we have reusable water bottles, I have a thermos that I've used for years, it's fine. Little containers like this from Lunchskins, also these different lunch boxes, one from Systema that you can just pack things up and close them up. This one is genius. It's from my friend Kelly Lester of easylunchboxes.com, and they're just so simple and they're dishwasher safe. So you're gonna love that. And then if you need more ideas, by the way, this is a great book from my friend Laura Fuentes of Momables. It's called The Best Homemade Kids Lunches on the Planet. Okay, so I wanna show you some of these ideas. This one's super simple. It's just apples and cheddar cheese. Great combination. If your kids prefer, you can always do apples and peanut butter, almond butter, sun butter. Those are great combinations too. A wrap and a whole grain roll. I'm gonna show you how to make one of my kids' favorites. This is plain Greek yogurt, and I mix in a little bit of honey or a little bit of fruit jam, because if you buy flavored yogurts, they have tons of added sugar, and that's something that I think is really important for us to try to cut back or avoid in our diets. This is great because you can just dip the strawberries right in there. Kids love dipping. Of course, cherry tomatoes and grape tomatoes are always a kid pleaser. Just something super simple like an ear of corn. I just steam it in the microwave, and then actually you steam it in the husk if you buy them husked, and they're super easy to peel afterwards. That's just a fun thing for kids to eat. Maybe not if they have braces, but otherwise. Leftovers, like I have these mini garden quiches, vegetarian quiches, and you can see in another video how to make these. They're great for kids' breakfast, but they're also great just to pop in lunch, or you can put leftovers in your thermos. Cherry tomatoes, we talked about. Hard-boiled eggs, a great one. You can just put a little salt or a little salt and curry powder. Triscuits are actually awesome for dipping or for doing with cheese and crackers. They're only 3 ingredients. They're high in fiber. I'm a big fan of them. I have some natural turkey from Applegate Farms here. These are, I think they're called Snappy Crisps. They're actually made mostly of peas, and they're addictive like potato chips. You don't want to eat too many because of the salt, but they're really good. Hummus, of course, is a kid pleaser with something to dip. You can do, of course, pita chips or flat pretzels, or you can do cucumbers, carrots, or some combination of all of those. Even something like pistachios are fun. If your school doesn't have a nut-free policy, and of course if your child doesn't have a nut allergy, pistachios are fun just to crack open and eat them like that. And I mixed it here with some dried apricots, some whatever dried fruit your family likes. And these ideas are not just for kids, by the way. They're great for you or your partner or your spouse to take along with you. One thing you might want to consider doing is packing these up the night before when you're making dinner or you're cleaning up from dinner, so that you don't have another thing to do in the morning and your kitchen's already messy, you've already got food out, it'll just save you time in the morning. So another thing I want to show you is my kids love taking guacamole and chips and carrots to school. So there's a super easy, lazy way to do it, which is just take half of an avocado, and avocados are so healthy for your kids' brains and bodies, and you mash it up right in the skin. Just a little bit like this. Now, if they like it super smooth, you can take it out of the skin and do it that way too. But you're gonna mash it up, add a little bit of fresh lime juice, a little bit of garlic powder if your kids like garlic powder, a little salt, and you have instant fresh guacamole that I'm gonna add right here to my tortilla chips and bell pepper strips. Here's a wrap that is kind of fun. You can use spinach or basil leaves and any kind of sliced carrots, but red bell peppers work well because they've got that sweet crispiness. A little bit of feta cheese, a couple slices of turkey or not, depending on if you're a meat-eating family. Put a little bit of pesto on there, and then you can just roll it up just like that, probably much neater than I can roll it up. And when you get it all rolled up, you can just slice it in half. like this, or you can even make little kind of sushi rolls. So those are some of my favorite ideas. I would love to know what some of your favorite ideas are. Please leave a comment below, and do me a favor, would you subscribe to the YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and share it. I would so appreciate it. And remember, you are never too busy to eat well. I'm Aviva Goldfarb of the 6 O'Clock Scramble, and I want to show you a great make-ahead back-to-school breakfast.